Hello and welcome to Weekend Investing Daily Bites. We want to make an announcement first that subscriptions to MI25, MIMT All Cap, MIATH and MIATH2 that have been closed for new subscriptions in several months will be opened for some slots near Diwali, on Diwali actually. The exact timings and the slots in which we will open it and close it, I will send you the details a bit later on, but I thought I'll give you a heads up on this. So we are shooting episode 121, and we are going to cover part 2 of the gold as a hedge series that we started. Let's first take a look at the market. So market came back with a vengeance today. All these sectors which had got brutally hit in the last 4 or 5 days, reality, metals, autos, commodities, consumption stocks, they all came back. Reality came back 3.5%. And banking had some profit taking, although the relative strength is still very, very strong. We've seen fantastic numbers coming out from ICICI Bank and Axis Bank. So it seems like the correction is getting over, but maybe too early to say that and confirm it. The indices also moved up 0.7% on Nifty, 0.9% on CNX 200, 2.36% on small caps. Small caps and mid caps really came back up sharply, and that is also visible in the weekend investing small cases. MI20 and MI35 came back up 4 and 4.5%. Enormous jump in a single day. Of course, they got hit also last week. MIMT all cap is up 2.5%, MI25 2.5%. Almost everything except maybe MIATH2, which was still laggarding, was still a laggard at 0.6%, went up. So good comeback, and let's see how the rest of the week pans out for these. So today's topic is a extension of what we discussed a few days back in episode 118, where we showcased how having a gold hedge on the Nifty and on any particular product. We took an example of an NF10 that day, I think. How it has really helped in reducing the drawdowns, even at the cost of a little bit of a performance downgrade from where we were. But the drawdown elimination was amazing in NNF10, and hence I wanted to take a look in the part 2 series on how the performance of the other popular strategies would get impacted. So let's take a look at MIMT all cap first. So MIMT all cap is our most popular strategy. It is currently closed for subscription, but it will open on the Diwali weekend. In the last 5.5 years, it has clocked a CAGR of 45%. With you can see here that in FY 16-17 it did 40% versus underlying at 23.9, and 17-18 was where it really picked up at 58.8 versus underlying at 11, and then 19 and 20 were sort of sideways years, but the bigger part was that even in 1920 COVID crash, it fell only minus 5.7% at the end of the year versus minus 27% on the index. And 21 was of course a different ball game at plus 141%, and the current year is also going at plus 51%. These are of course the model numbers. Your numbers may be slightly different from here, but nevertheless the trend versus the benchmark is dramatically different. So if we added a hedge of gold of 10% and rebalance it every year, at the end of the year you reallocate to 90 and 10, then the numbers would have become this, that in 16-17 you would have got 36%, 17-18 53 versus 58, 19 would have been similar, but 20 would have reduced the drawdown from 5.7 to minus 2, and of course 21-22 would have remained green with slightly lesser returns. With a 25% hedge, you can see that all 6 years would have been green. So there is no net yearly drawdown. Uh, 29.9% here, 45.7% here, 2.8, 3.6, 107, and 40. So overall CAGR with the 25% allocation would have still been at 37.35%, and you would not have seen a negative red year versus 17% on the index and a 27.6% drawdown in one of the years. So while we lost from 45 to 37% CAGR, but we improved on the drawdown. So this was what a hedged all cap would look like. So this will be open next week on Diwali, and we will basically have some slots which we will open for 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 a day or two, maybe at best. This is MIST-ATH, which is the second most popular strategy that we have. Here again, you can see that with no hedge, we had a CAGR at 57.6, and if we added 10% and 25%, we got a CAGR of 53 and 47. The drawdown here at the end of the year was still very low at minus 2.8% as the worst case scenario in the last 6, and FY 2020 would have still been in good positive territory here. So while in NNF 10 it was very clear how much the hedge helped the strategy. Here, because these are very high return strategies, so the gold hedge is not exactly visible because we've not had a really bad year. If these strategies had a really bad year in, let's say, 18-19 or 19-20, then the hedge performance would have been more visible than it is here. So the ATH also will be open for selected slots on the 4th, 5th, 6th weekend, and we will announce more details on that soon. MI25 is the third strategy which we are testing. MI25 is a purely small cap oriented strategy, and this has done really well. This is our third best most popular strategy, and we can see here, while the small cap index has had a CAGR of 16%, the strategy itself by itself had about 40%, and you can see here how well it performed in FY 2020 when the underlying base index was down 41%. This was down just 7.9% at the end of the year. In FY 18-19, when small caps were still falling, we kind of did the same fall as per the index. But 17-18, you remember January 18 is when we started to fall. So the last quarter of 17-18 was a really bad fall, and the index managed only 12%, and here this strategy managed 63% in that year. Of course, 16-17 was also a good year. In 2021, it has lagged the index. Once the strategy comes out of a bottom, it takes time to get the cash converted into constituents in the strategy, and sometimes there can be a lag here. In the current year, it is leading by a small amount. So overall, a good 40% CAGR, and if you added 10% gold and 25% gold, the CAGR would have reduced 36.9 and 33.3, but so would have the drawdown. So in 25% gold allocation, you would have had only 1 year of minus 8% end of the year drawdown. So which is pretty phenomenal, given that in a year where your benchmark is down 41%, you are up 1.9%. So this is the sort of the power of hedging. I'm taking gold an example. If you are a crypto buff, you could possibly add some crypto, maybe few percent of crypto to it. But this is what asset allocation does to your strategies, and this is something that I really advocate doing, especially given that we are a bit into frothy markets, and to have some protection in case something goes bad. Maybe it won't, maybe it will, but we need to have some protection on this. So this was a very short video on the gold hedge, and to introduce and to let you know that we have an announcement on opening up of these strategies on the 4th, 5th and 6th, and I'll give you a formal schedule later on. But thank you so much for watching these videos, and thank you so much for sending your appreciation all this while, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.